Welcome back to AI Signal and Noise. It is finally Friday, and we have got a massive week of AI news to wrap up for you. I am Taylor.
And I am Morgan. Honestly, looking at today's lineup, the AI hype train is definitely running at full speed. I hope you brought your seatbelt. Ready to get into it?
Oh, I am so ready. Dude, we have everything from bots literally taking over the internet to coding entire multiplayer games with just your voice. It is wild.
Sounds like a typical Friday in 2026. Let us start with that first one, because it sounds a bit dystopian, honestly. What is going on with bot traffic?
Okay, so I saw this fascinating piece on TechCrunch. The CEO of Cloudflare, Matthew Prince, is predicting that online bot traffic will actually exceed human traffic by 2027.
Wait, 2027? That is literally right around the corner. But what exactly is driving that massive spike? Is it just traditional web scrapers and spam bots getting worse?
Well, scrapers, yes, but mostly it is generative AI agents, like AI doing tasks for us. It is going to dramatically increase web traffic and cloud infrastructure demands globally.
Right, because instead of you browsing a single site, your AI agent is hitting 10 different sites instantly to summarize things for you. That takes a massive toll on servers.
Exactly. And imagine millions of people using these agents every single day for shopping, research, or booking flights. The internet infrastructure is going to have to scale up like crazy to handle it.
I mean, it makes sense from a technical standpoint, but I have to wonder how websites are going to monetize if humans are not the ones looking at the display ads anymore.
Oh, wow. I did not even think about the ad revenue side of things. If bots are doing all the reading, the whole internet economy might have to completely shift its business model.
Totally. It is going to force a complete rethink of how the web actually works. We are definitely moving from a human-first web to an API-first web, whether we like it or not.
Seriously, it is wild to think about. Like, you and I might be the minority online soon, just a couple of humans swimming in a giant sea of AI agents.
A slightly terrifying visual, but probably accurate. All right, what is next on the list? Something a little less existential for the human race, I hope?
Maybe? So the Decoder reported that 11 Labs just launched a marketplace for AI-generated music. And get this, you can actually sell music that you do not even own.
Hold on, let me stop you right there. How can you sell something you do not own? That sounds like a massive legal nightmare waiting to happen.
Right? So creators get paid when their generated tracks are downloaded or licensed, but if you look at the terms of use, literally no one owns the music at all.
Ah, I see. Because it is AI generated, it probably cannot be copyrighted under current copyright laws. So 11 Labs is essentially just facilitating the transaction of public domain audio?
Exactly. It is like you prompt the AI, it makes a cool track, and you can monetize it on their platform, but you do not hold any exclusive rights to it whatsoever.
That is a fascinating loophole. It completely bypasses traditional music industry licensing and royalty structures. But what happens when someone else takes that exact track and uses it for free elsewhere?
That is the crazy part. Technically, they probably could. It is just wild that 11 Labs is building an entire economy around like completely unownable digital assets.
It really challenges our whole definition of intellectual property. If the value is purely in the curation and the prompt rather than the raw output, the creative market is gonna get weird.
So weird. But honestly, I kind of want to go make a retro synthwave track right now and see if I can make a few bucks off it this weekend.
I am sure you and a million other people will be trying the exact same thing. Good luck standing out in that endless sea of AI-generated noise.
Haha, challenge accepted. Okay, Shifting gears to something super technical, I saw on Mark Tech Post that researchers just dropped Mamba 3. It is a brand new state space model frontier.
Oh, interesting. Mamba has been a really strong alternative to the standard transformer architecture. What is the big upgrade with version 3 that makes it so special?
Dude, it is all about efficiency. They managed to make the states 2 times smaller, and they added something called enhanced MIMO decoding hardware efficiency. It is a huge leap.
Okay, breaking that down, smaller states mean it requires significantly less memory during inference. That is huge because transformers have that notorious quadratic compute bottleneck as contexts get longer.
Yes, exactly. Transformers just eat up so much memory when the context window gets long. Mamba 3 scales way better without losing model quality, apparently. It fixes that huge bottleneck.
And that MIMO decoding they mentioned, that usually refers to multiple input, multiple output. It sounds like they are heavily optimizing how the AI hardware processes the data streams in parallel.
You nailed it. It is from a team at Carnegie Mellon, Princeton, and Together AI. They are really pushing the boundaries to make deploying these massive models cheaper and faster.
Which is exactly what the industry desperately needs right now. We cannot just keep throwing thousands of expensive GPUs at the problem. Inference efficiency is the new major battleground.
Totally. It is less about making the AI smarter at this point and more about making it so we can actually afford to run the thing in production.
Precisely. If we want those millions of AI agents from your first story to actually work at scale, we absolutely need architectures like Mamba 3 to make it computationally feasible.
Oh man, that ties it all together perfectly. Okay, last story, and this one is just so cool. Google AI Studio now lets you vibe code real-time multiplayer games.
Wait, vibe code? Are we actually using that term seriously in tech news now? What does that even mean in the context of Google AI Studio?
Haha, yes. Vibe coding is real. Basically, you can build full applications using just voice commands. And I mean full apps, complete with databases, payments, and secure user logins.
Okay, I have to admit, that is impressive. Building a multiplayer game usually requires a solid understanding of complex networking and state management. You can just speak it into existence?
According to the decoder, yeah. You literally just talk to the AI, tell it what kind of game you want to play, and it handles all the complex back-end stuff for you.
I am a bit skeptical about the actual code quality, to be honest. Generating a simple script is one thing, but a secure, scalable, multiplayer backend is a whole different beast entirely.
I mean, sure, it might not be absolutely perfect out of the gate, but the fact that a non-programmer can just vibe out a multiplayer game in real time is completely mind-blowing to me.
It definitely lowers the barrier to entry significantly. We are going to see an absolute flood of indie games and quirky apps. The app stores will be completely overwhelmed.
Oh, for sure. But think of the sheer creativity. Anyone with a fun idea can just build it instantly. It is like the ultimate democratization of software development for everyone.
As long as the AI does not introduce massive security vulnerabilities into these payment systems, I suppose it is a net positive. It will be fascinating to see what people actually build.
Me too. I am definitely going to try vibe coding a multiplayer game this weekend while listening to my AI-generated unownable music. It is going to be epic.
Well, try not to break the internet with too much bot traffic while you're at it. That is all the time we have for today's show.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend, everyone. We will be back on Monday.